This is the medical device maker based up, I think it's Marlborough, Massachusetts. Anyway,
$4.95 and all that.
So we've been reporting for the better part of a year. There's interest. Blackstone and TPG, they were interested in Hologic. We first said that back in May. And back then, the approach was rebuffed. Well, last month, they had re-engaged. At least that's what our reporting. And now, yeah, it's official. Blackstone TPG, they're going to pay $79, up to $79 a share for Hologic. And yeah, classic leveraged buyout here. And I got to say the timing I don't think is that much of a surprise because there's a rush to get, deals done by the end of the year.
I like that there's a 45-day go shop period.
All right, you're going to explain that.
Well, they're going to go out and go shop it. Other people show up at the door and see if it can go higher.
All right, it goes through, so it would be the second biggest sort of healthcare deal of 2025.
$18 billion. Next.
Philip Morris nudging up the bottom end of its outlook for the fiscal year off the back of strong demand for smoke-free products, including the Zyn nicotine pouch. Somebody's going to explain that to me. The company expects full-year adjusted earnings between $7.46 per share and $7.56. The low end of the range, 3 cents higher than the previous guidance. Third time this year the company's raised its forecast, driven primarily by the popularity of the no-smoke pouches. These contain nicotine, but not tobacco. They're taken orally by being stuffed under the lip. It sounds like a baseball player. But, there are increased health concerns around smoking. And that's fueled the popularity for the smoke-free products. It's not like they're healthier, but that's, whatever.
A recent pop earlier. You got one more?
Yeah.
Let's do Post-it Maker, 3M. Huge portfolio of stuff. And I guess the conglomerate model that we've always talked about, like, GE, maybe that's dead and buried. But anyway, they're raising the profit forecast for the second straight quarter. The CEO there, Bill Brown, he's in the middle of a turnaround effort. Looks like it's kind of paying off. The improved outlook suggests the ailing company remains on track in the face of global tariffs and also unsteady demand for the company that we used to know.
In this bull market, there's a lot of pop here. It's doubled. Okay, great, but the 10-year track record, John Tucker, on 3M is 5.2% per year.
They're also planning to sell the assets from the safety industrial arm. That's billions of dollars.
Okay.
I love my Post-its, and I feel like youngsters these days, when I say youngsters, people who are 18 who look at me like I'm ancient.
Well,
I don't know.
You
I
can
don't
do that
want to say.
electronically now.
Let's go to
Yes, they do
surveillance.
it electronically.
Surveillance Bob Vila correspondent. That's John Tucker. John, I only use Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing painter's tape. I've tried the others.
Wow.
Is that the blue tape?
One, the blue tape.
Yeah, the others will peel the old. Yeah, it leaves a mess, or they just won't come off. But the
And
tip
it's
is
like the Post-it notes. You just trust them.
yeah. You're supposed to use a hair
maybe that's
dryer when you're
better.
pulling off the painter's tape. By the way.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
This is more like in line with a consumer story, but Walmart offering its lowest price in years for Butterball turkeys. They're flexing their muscle to entice price-sensitive consumers. They're going to sell the turkeys for 97 cents a pound, the cheapest price since 2019. So Walmart's stepping up to the plate for the consumers. We tried this last year. I took the survey. Like, we don't like turkey. So we did lobster. It's not that
You did lobster for
well, lobster
Thanksgiving?
rolls, so it was a little cheaper.
Still, okay.
Than a full lobster. But just
Healthier.
you don't have to be wedded to turkey.